What's up, everyone? It's RainingCardGames, and welcome back to Sealed Only Dragunity. This is episode 4. So, not only for today's episode do we have some steamy product to open up,
steamy,
but also we are going to try to implement a new kind of play style to the deck so that hopefully when we go into the matches for today, we might be able to see some more productive and better results. Because ultimately, I want to start to mold and shape the deck so it actually has a goal, so that we can actually have a, I guess, somewhat winnable strategy. And then hopefully once we can play in real life, we can actually do something. But anyway, before we go ahead and jump into the product, if you guys would be so kind to like, comment, and subscribe, and we are almost at 2K subs. Mind-blowing. So I think at the time of recording this video, I'm just over 50 subs away from hitting the 2K mark. So if you guys who are watching this and are not subscribed yet, just hit that button. It would mean a lot to me, so we can break that 2K barrier. And if you want to go above and beyond, you know that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the content that I'm putting out. And if you want to further support the channel, check out the links in the description, like joining the Discord server, Patreon, YouTube channel membership, following me on Instagram, and checking out my TCG affiliate links, all that fun stuff down below. But anyway, you guys, it is time. We are going to hop into some product and see if we get lucky. Okay, so the hunt for Dragunity Phalanx continues, but this time, not only are we going into our $10 worth of Hidden Arsenal, but I've had this box, this Legendary Collection Kaiba, saved up for quite some time. And I got this when it was just $30. I can't believe I got it. This right now, currently, last I checked, cost roughly around 70 bucks. So, considering I am getting this box at pretty much market value is insane. And yeah, we are going to try to pull the Dragunity Phalanx. So I'm going to go ahead and rip this open, and then we will open up these packs. Okay, so everything's open, and we're gonna open it up on Kaiba. Hopefully his dragon fetish will help us out in pulling a Dragunity Phalanx. But yes, let's first get rid of the promo pack. So we have, if it can focus for me, there we go. So we have the Goddess of Sweet Revenge. So while you control no cards, and this is the only card in your hand, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, discard this card, destroy as many monsters on the opponent's field as possible, and special summon one monster from the deck. It is way too niche for us to possibly use. The King of D, insert meme here. Destruction Dragon, whoops. Dragon Revival Rhapsody, and Loop of Destruction. Probably really won't be able to use any of these, but we'll add them to the collection. Ultra Pile on Kaiba's face. Actually, no, not Kaiba's face. I like Kaiba. Right next to his face. How's that? So I can stare at you guys while I open the packs. So we have 3 mega packs and 5 packs. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go Hidden Arsenal, Mega Pack, Hidden Arsenal, Mega Pack, and well, that kind of works out. And then, yeah, I guess we'll save 2 Hidden Arsenal packs for the end. How's that sound? It sounds great to me. Okay, first Hidden Arsenal pack. Secret rares are at the front, so we're gonna hide it. Like show. Iguanon. Naturia Tulip. Argenix Crusher. Caravan of the Ice Berry, and Ally of Justice Decisive Armor. 2 tuners and 2 or more non-tuner monsters. It is generic. I can make it. Haha, but what does it do? It's not Pot of Greed. Once per turn, if your opponent special summons a face-up light monster, you can activate one of these effects. Select one set card opponent controls, destroy it, send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, and destroy all spell traps your opponent controls. Send all cards
from your hand to the graveyard and look at your opponent's hand and send all light monsters to the graveyard, then inflict opponent damage equal to the total attack of the opponent's monster sent to the graveyard. You know what? If I ever play against a light deck, that actually may... I'm going to throw that in the deck, because we'll take as many synchros as we can get at the current moment. So super rare pile can go here. It's an all hollow card kind of opening today, because this is all ultras and secrets from both sets. Woo! Okay, Kaiba Mega Pack. Silver's Cry. That is actually really cool. Secret rare. We'll put cards we need, and we'll put cards we not need. ABC. Rip ABC. You need to come back to 3, buddy. You did nothing wrong. Doom Virus Dragon. The Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh my god. Yes, 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 yes. We pulled a Ducks. Oh my god. We now have a playset of Ducks. Fusion Sage. Just Desserts. Heavy Mech Support Armor. Sage with Eyes of Blue. Yo. That's pretty good. Bee-Buster Drake. Okay, yes! Oh my god! We have pulled a Dragunity card. Now we just need the Phalanx. We have a playset of Ducks now. This is great. This is amazing. Okay, so secret to the back. I don't know why they put the secret in front. Dragunity Trivius. Don't need you, but it's cool to pull a Dragunity card, so we'll put you down here. Orogenics Accelerator, Dew Dark of the Iceberg. These cards feel thick. Worm Ugly and Locomotion Orogenics. Ugh. It's okay. We pulled a Dragunity card. Ugh. Unleash the Kaiba. Thank you, Kaiba. You gave us a Winged Beast. Cards of Consonance. I can actually use this card. You know what? That's a draw 2 for me, and it puts a tuner in grave. Cards of Consonance will be very useful. Focus. Focus on my hands. Dragonic Tactics. Monarch Stormforth. Nice. Blue Eyes Red Dragon. Full Force Virus. X-Head Cannon. Dragunity Legionnaire. Rarity Bump. Rarity Bump. Blue Eyes Twin Burst. Dragon Spirit of White Secret. That's cool. And yo! Return of the Dragon Lords. Free extender. You know what? You know what? That's actually pretty good. That is a pretty good pull. At least we are pulling stuff from these mega packs that we can actually use. Not going to complain there one bit. And we'll frame all the secrets. Thank you, Kaiba. Thank you, Kaiba. Okay. But can Hidden Arsenal provide us with something? Ugh. Can it provide us with a Phalanx? Can it provide us with a Gabolg, which is my favorite thing? Oh no, Fabled Sulcius. Unfortunately not. Dew Dark, Worm Ugly, Gen X Crusher, Worm Solid. Yeah, no. But if any of you were curious, Dragunity Knight Gabolg is actually my favorite of all the Dragunity monsters. I like him the most. Anyway, this is our last chance for Mega Pack Kaiba. So far, the packs have been giving us great stuff and Anti-Regeki. Assault Core, Y Dragon Head, Deck Devastating Virus, Castle of Dragon Souls, Protector of the Eyes of Blue, Z-Metal Tank, Thunder Dragon, nice, Destruction Dragon, wow, and Cost Down. Ugh. Okay, so the last pack was a dud. I mean, what does this thing do again? Actually, we'll sort the secrets. There it is. So, this trap card says, once per turn you can banish one dragon monster from your GUI, then target one monster you control gains 700 attack until the end of this turn, even if it leaves the field. When this face-up card on the field is sent to the GUI, you can target one of your banished dragon monsters, special summon that target. Nah, kind of too niche. But you know what? We pulled some good cards from Kaiba. We pulled 4 cards, and one's really a rarity bump, but 3 of the cards we are definitely using, so I am not complaining in the slightest from those. Oh, we got 3 ducks now, but we have no Phalanx to go with our ducks. We have 2 more packs of Hidden Arsenal 3. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me the Phalanx. Dark of the Ice Barrier. Fabled Ultro. Ally of Justice Quarantine. Yay, we have a playset. Drac Spinos and Fabled Leviathan. Yay! Last pack. We've only pulled one Dragunity card today from Hidden Arsenal. And it's another Trivius. We have a playset of Hollow Trivius. We don't need Hollow Trivius. What we need is this pack actually to open for me. Okay. No, we're just gonna set this card right down here and hope it is a Phalanx. Yay! We have another Quarantine, Worms X, Tractera, and Argent X Turbo. Please, please, be a Phalanx. Oh, yes, it's not a Phalanx, but it is literally my... Yes! We pulled a Dragunity Synchro. It's not great, it's not a great Synchro, but it is a Dragunity Synchro monster. And this is actually my favorite Dragunity monster. So, we were gonna run you. Okay, we actually pulled a playable Dragunity card. It is time to go edit this deck.
Alright, so looking at the deck right off the back, you can see we pretty much added all the cards we set it aside from the legendary Kaiba collection as well as our Dragunity game bulge, but really the goal with this deck is that we are planning to go second. That's because I feel that the cards that we have access to give us more combos and play lines going second, obviously to facilitate stuff like Trishula and Gaybulk. Those are cards that have more of an impact when my opponent actually has cards on the field or if I'm going into the battle phase. And then also considering we have stuff like Boral Sword or Boral Load, those are more effective when we have monsters on our opponent's board that we can beat over or take. And then also it's just the way that the Dragunities that I have currently, they're just more battle oriented, so we don't really have any negates. So going first, really our best play would be just setting up probably just a Borreload or Topologic Zero Boros with some way to summon stuff to it, but really that's kind of more niche, and I feel that we can more effectively and consistently play going second with this build at the moment.
So now that you've taken a look at the deck, more or less we are now going to try to implement this going second strategy to the best of our capability. And you know, the pulls we got from that Kaiba box were pretty good, so not going to complain there. And hey, we have a Dragunity Synchro, so Koos now actually has a use besides being link fodder. It's not the best Dragunity Synchro, but it's my personal favorite. So, yeah. Now, before we go ahead and hop onto the Yugioh Pro duels, and we face against some of the channel patrons and YouTube channel members, we are going to study some Phoenix Flare X, so that way we can master the ways of Dragunity, so that once we have all the tools available to us, this will be just second nature and we can make all these insane combos. And it also gives you an idea of what I'm trying to go towards with a Dragunity build and how powerful this ceiling can be. And if you haven't checked out his channel before, I do recommend it because this is where a lot of where I'm learning about how to play Dragunity. Alright, time to watch some videos and then we're hopping on to Yugioh Pro.
So for our first match of today's video, we are going up against friend of the channel, Artist with a Fro, a fellow Yugi-tuber, and he is coming at us with his sealed only Ancient Warriors deck. However, this deck is a lot more further on than mine, and with me just having a Leviathan and a Mistleton with a Brand of Stock Equip, I can get in a few swings, but really I have no response when I see a Kaiju drop on his field, and then using the Ancient Warrior cards that synergize and splash themselves on. Yeah, he's just able to easily break apart my board, and then also using generic Beast Warrior support like the Fire Kings and everything, I have no hope, and it's at this point he just accumulates enough monsters on the field to kill me off.
Oh, that's a lot of damage!
So, for game 2, unfortunately, my recording equipment went blah, and I could not find the saved replay, so you guys are just going to bear with me and watch this really crappy screenshot of what happened, but essentially I just died. So I lose the first match 2-0. Now, going into match number 2, we're going up against Patron Yarrow Eevee, who's coming at us once again with his sealed only quote-unquote Odd Eyes deck, where he just continuously adds more product to 3 legendary dragon decks that he slapped together. However, it's a lot more effective than mine. But he really just ends on the absolute dragon, which does have a ending the battle phase effect. However, I think I can out this with the hand that I am given. So I go ahead and I am able to use Rocket Singarn to bring back the Absolute Dragon, and I go into my Borreload Furious Dragon by using Rapid Trigger. Now, I can attack into this, and because of Rapid Trigger's effect, my Borreload Furious monster is unaffected by the activated effects of monsters from the X deck, meaning that even his Vortex Dragon cannot affect it. So at this point, I am in the driver's seat like, yes. However, Pankratops is not from the X deck, so it can deal with my Borreload Furious, so I preemptively hit him with my Bottomless and then pop my Borreload Furious to pop his Lanferinkus, denying him Link Zones to Pendulum Summon to. But because of Arc Pendulum Dragon in the scale, he's able to get out a Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Now, here's where things get interesting. I use Anklet's effect to try to bring out Mistleton, but that gets met with a Veiler, which is unfortunate. So at this point, I go on the defensive, and I special summon a Mistleton and just equip the Anklet, and just hope that I can survive a turn. And as usual, Odd Eyes is able to go great, because Skyrise is a great field spell, and he's able to get Persona Dragon, which is an on-field negate, and then he just swarms the board, and he gets out Vortex Dragon. Vortex Dragon beats over my Mistleton, luckily because it can't spin because my monster was not in attack position, and he just Xyz into a Absolute. Now I have to deal with an Omni Negate, which will be tricky, and I can't, so I scoop up, and we go to game 2. So I let him go first because I want to go second, I want to hit hard, and he does not open well, considering he just sets one and then is able to get a Persona Dragon, so he has one form of interaction with me, but I think I can handle this with the hand I'm given. So I open things up with a Dragon Shine, sending a Koos to grave, and then I am able to use Dragon Ravine to search out my ducks. Now, Veiler is glued to this man's hand, so we just go into Duck's Beatdown because I was planning to go into Gabolg and get in some real damage. Unfortunately, I was not able to, and he hard fusions Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, bouncing my ducks, but this actually works because now I can try to bait out the negate, because Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, while a very powerful card, it does not have the highest attack, only at 2500. So after baiting out his negate with Absolute, at this point I can make Dragunity Knight Gabolg, and at this point I'm like, you can't negate my effect, so I'm just gonna beef him up by banishing my Legionnaire and beat over him. And then it's now just a waiting game. Luckily, Gabolg's effect can be activated during either battle phase, and he bricked, which really helps. So at this point, I am in the driver's seat. I send Brandistock, and because I have a Dragon Lord, Return of the Dragon Lords in hand, I can summon Leviathan, equip the Brandistock, hit in twice, and then use Gabolg to swing in for the kill, and I take that game. Game 3. He makes me go first. This is a problem. So I normal summon my Senatus, and guess what it gets met with? An Effect Veiler. So literally it's just nothing really. I just set my Twin Twisters hoping that, okay, I can pop his scales and deny him some stuff. And I see the high scale hit, and I destroy it. But guess what? He had another one in hand anyway, so it did not matter in the slightest. So now it's just a matter of how many monsters can you accumulate onto this board, and can you deal with my Senatus? Not this turn. Unfortunately, I just top deck a Garuda the Wind Spirit, which is absolutely nothing except for defense and just me hoping that I can survive a turn. However, yeah, no, this does not look good. He's able to get enough monsters out. He fusion summons into Performable Gatling, I think for a Gatling gun, and yeah, he just takes this match. No chance. So, for match 3, we're going up against our patron Arukoto, firstly known as Lionson, and being able to use the Supe monsters, he's able to get out a level 6, which he makes a Barkion, which protects him from stuff like Infinite Impermanence.
If I had one!
But then I see the Psyflame Refractor, and we're playing against Assault modes. So this is an interesting line of play. I was not expecting the Assault mode line after seeing the Barkion and everything. I was expecting Earthbound Immortals at the first, but he's able to bring out Stardust Dragon, which means I know I'm going to see an Omni Negate next turn with Stardust Dragon Assault mode. And yeah, that's exactly what he does. He activates Assault mode activate, and he brings out the Assault mode version of Stardust Dragon. So now I have to just try to bait out that Omni Negate. and I try with Dragon Shrine and Apps Router effect. That doesn't get anything. So I activate Dragon Ravine. That still doesn't get any negate. Activate effect of Dragon Ravine, sending Leviathan for a search. And that's when I get the negate. It's like, okay, now I can see what I can do. So at this point, I summon out my Tracer, and then I use Return of the Dragon Lords to bring back my Leviathan, and then I chain the effect of Tracer to pop the Dragon Lords. So that way it gets me more advantage. I have 3 monsters on field, and then I go into my Quad Boral and I pop itself, which gets me 4 monsters on field. And at this point, I just beat over his Naturia Barkion and hit him for some damage, and then I go into Borolo Dragon and pass turn. And on end phase, Stardust comes back, but I lower his attack by 500, so he can't beat over my Borolo Dragon next turn. So he goes again, summons with his Cyphering Reflector, which he had another one in hand, and he goes through the usual Assault Mode shenanigans. And at this point, I'm trying to figure out, am I going to see another Stardust Dragon Assault Mode, or am I going to see one of the other ones? And he goes into Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, activating his effect to pop the field, but I protect my Borload with Return of the Dragon Lords, and at the end phase, I lower his Scarlight's attack so that I can beat over it or take it as need be, and I top deck an Ankylos. So at this point, I was like, I can take this match. I normal summon, go straight to battle phase, use Borload's effect, but he chains Assault Activate to bring out the Assault Mode version of Red Dragon Archfiend, but I just take it. And I take that the game. Wow. I am keep on mixing these 2 words up, aren't I? Anyway, game 2, he makes me go first, which is interesting. I have the Hornet drones in hand, which I could make a free link, which I don't know. For some reason, I hold off on it. I don't know why. In hindsight, I should have activated this because it would have given me the opportunity to go into a Borload and end on a Link 4 or a more intimidating play than just having a Gabolg. And yeah, I don't know why. Something was going on in my head where I'm just saying, sure, I'll just have a wall and I can go into something later for next turn. But honestly, it doesn't matter at this point because he brings out his Assault Mode shenanigans, and the only response I have really is like, do I want to special summon another monster from deck? Possibly. And then I see the Assault Mode Quick Play spell, which allows him to summon Assault Modes from his hand. And he brings out his Assault Mode from the graveyard, and he is going into a level 7? This cannot possibly be. But yeah, he brings out Arcanite Magician, which means he's going to go ahead and he's going to bring out Arcanite Magician Assault Mode from his hand, and when it's summoned, it destroys my field. So in a desperate effort, I pop my Exploder Rocket, bringing out the Silver Rocket. But that doesn't do too much, and I have a completely empty board. He's able to use the Daywalkers and Fire Ant Ascator to go into Scarlight. And yeah, I am just a sitting duck for a wide open attack, unfortunately. And he sets the Assault Mode Activate off the Quick Play spell, and he swings in for 3k and passing it back over to me. And then on my turn, he goes ahead and activates the Activate to get me with another 3/5 from his Scarlet Red Dragon Archmaiden's upgraded version. And at this point, I'm like, I can't do anything. I have a monster on field. Hornet Drones is dead in hand. So I literally just set that, hope that I can summon out the token and protect my life points. But the writing is on the wall at this point. He literally just has to summon any other monster to just beat over my Synchron with a tiny little defense. And yeah, he's easily able to do so. He's able to go through his Assault Mode plays, and I can do absolutely nothing as I see the Stardust Dragon hit the field, and I even get Kaiju'd just to rub the salt in the wound. Game 3, I make him go first because I want to go second, because that's the only way I can actually kind of play with this deck. So he goes a similar play. However, this time he brings out Raptite, which, for those of you who don't know, is kind of like a DD Crow effect. Some people don't use Raptite usually in Rock. It's just kind of an extender. But no, Raptite for the DD Crow effect, which is relevant in this matchup because I do use the graveyard to equip my Dragunity tuners. So this will be a very tricky monster to navigate around. And he's able to bring out the Stardust Dragon, which means I know I'm going to see an Omni Negate and a DD Crow on my next turn. So he goes ahead and he brings out the Assault Mode Activate version of Stardust, and I activate Cards of Consonance, getting my Kus into the graveyard. So that gives me 2 fresh new cards, one of them being a Return of the Dragon Lords and the other one being Rocket Singer. None of them really do too much. So I summon my Legionnaire and hope that I can get some pops, but unfortunately, Rap type banishes my Koos, which leaves me dead on the field with just a Legionnaire, which can do absolutely nothing. And then he activates Assault Reboot, which is able to get the TG Assault mode monster by swapping out the Stardust. And this thing is basically a quick effect no to any summon, and then it banishes my monsters. So I do not see how I'm coming back from this with a Legionnaire that gets killed easily by the Raptite. And at this point, I'm like, I can banish a monster to summon out my Garuda the Wind Spirit in defense mode and save my life points? And he doesn't activate any effects then, so like, okay, then maybe I guess I can normal summon my Draco and go into one of my Crusadia monsters as my only hope, but that gets negated and I scoop up. Unfortunately, we didn't win a single match. However, we did win some games, and I see the playstyle coming along.
And that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for today's Jewels. The strategy kind of works. You know, going second, it does definitely, it gives me more options in plays, and then obviously I think I did make a few misplays, which have probably cost me some games, but all in all, I think I like this. For what we have, with the tools we have that are available, I think going second definitely makes a difference for this deck. But for next episode, I am planning to add some major changes to the deck that hopefully will see us get some really good results. Stay tuned for that. I think there may be some feet involved. Catch you in the next episode.